Going live.
He's the man in the bandana, the man with the charm. He's a dude with the glasses and a lady on his arm.
Mr. Electro, yo yo, Mr. E. Yo yo, Mr. Electro, yo yo, Mr. E.
He's eloquent, he's sassy too, he's filled with lots of thoughts. He's friends with Mr. Rancho. Hey, Mr. Rancho Fox.
Yo yo, Mr. E.
He's got a heart of gold, lots of pennies for his thoughts. And he's never short with a smile, and the girls like him a lot. He's the man with the infectious cackle, the man with the mic. He's one of a kind, he's great as can be.
His name is Mr. E. I'm not saying, I'm just saying.
He's the father of the webcam, the godfather of Stick L. Yo yo, Mr. Electro, yo yo, Mr. E.
What's up, guys? How y'all doing? Yeah, I decided to do this live and address this whole jelly situation, Lacey, whatever this bitch's name is. Anyway, first let me address the chatters and her supporters. I want you to think about something. The first thing I want you to think about is that if you were in a court of law and you were a juror, do you really think that you can convict anybody off of the evidence, quote unquote, that she has put up there? What's up, Plotter? How you doing, buddy? Do you really think that anyone's going to be convicted off of that fucking shabby ass fucking evidence, which there is no evidence, there's no documentation, and I've said this before. Oh,
Sorry.
Katie's gonna be here with me because I say hello. With all this shabby evidence that you guys come up with, and you people are gonna believe that shit. Yet you get conversations. What's up, drunk Irishman? You get her own family, and I don't want to bring up her family whatsoever because they have gone through enough. That family has been taken through the coals for no reason other than for Jelly to prop up her stuff, and then she attaches herself to people that she thinks that she can get views off of, and that's exactly what she's accomplished. And when you guys that fed into it and that are propping her up, and I'm going to say names, Polo, you don't know it, but you got used. You got used and abused. You don't even know it yet because I was down that same fucking road. I was right down that same road. And you say that you've known her for so many years. You know what? I know I have evidence of how long I've known this girl. This woman that all she does is if you don't agree with her, she'll put you on blast. And there's already I've already released something that shows that she's so petty that she'd lie. She actually admits it, and I gave that to Snoopy. Snoopy put it up there. She admits that she's going to go off, and if she has to, make up lies, and that's exactly what she's done. And you all fed into it. Now I know there's a lot of you that just want the drama and want something to watch. I get it. And you need to be entertained, but you guys, those people that are that way, very low intelligence. And I don't want nothing to do with y'all because I'm not here trying to get the masses to come here. Jelly, when you and I first met and you talked about you're going to start up a channel, I was 100% supportive. I worried about your channel more than I did mine. I was helping you out with little sound bites here and there. I wasn't worried about my channel. I don't worry about my channel. I like my channel to grow slowly. You even asked me if I wanted you to pad my numbers, and I told you no, because you did it without him knowing, you did it for Jedi. And then when Jedi got pissed you off, what did you do? You wanted to piss him off, and you unsubscribed from your padded numbers. See, that's the difference between you and I. I don't want my numbers padded. I don't go around trying to get extra views. If people come to my channel, they come to my channel because they want. I'm purposefully not monetized because I'm here to have fun. I'm not here to destroy anyone. I'm not here to fucking bring people down. If anything, I like to raise people because that's just the way I am. You don't like raising anybody. You want to raise yourself and bring down other people. You're the type of person that steps over people to get to your goal. I don't step on people because people matter to me. You say that you're empathetic. You don't have one empathetic bone in your body. Period. End of subject.
You may take your name.
Huh?
You may take your name.
Who's talking shit?
Veronica Big Caterpillar.
Yeah, if you see, guys, listen, do not hesitate. If you see an improper name, if you see any kind of trolling on, you got my permission to go ahead and get rid of them. I don't want those numbers. I do not want those numbers. Plain and simple. Hold on, there is somebody that I do need to give me a second because Lime definitely needs mods because ain't nobody gonna pick on her. All right, where is Lime at? There she is.
Star Wars Dad.
There you go. Star Wars Dad's here?
Yep, Star Wars Dad.
Okay, give me a second. I know Star Wars Dad has mods. Bruce has. Oh, wait, there's Snoopy. Snoopy, hold on, sweetheart. All right. And where is Stormy? There she is. Okay. Okay, I got that all done. Just wanted to make sure I got that done. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I got that done. So moving forward, all right, we know Karma. Oh my God, sweetheart. First of all, why don't you have mods? Karma, it's good to see you, sweetheart. Much love. Karma, one of the real women boxing sector members. This woman is knowledgeable on boxing. I just had to say that. Never Sobers doesn't have mods, but if he comes in, don't ban him unless he says bad shit. Never Sobers is not a bad guy, people. He's not a bad guy. Him and I disagree on some shit, really, but I don't want everyone to agree with me. I don't want sycophants. I don't want followers like that. I want people that are going to challenge me and call me on my bullshit. And there's plenty of times I've been called out on my bullshit.
I don't know who that is.
Scholar, what's up? How you doing?
I'm in Cocoa Beach.
We're in Cocoa Beach.
Uh,
But continuing on this, now we've all seen that Lacey is basically, a low life scum sucking pig. That's okay. The difference between Lacey and myself is that if you look at my record, if you go out, and this is why Lacey hasn't posted my record, because she won't find me associated or anything like that. And I don't have criminals living with me. I don't have felons living with me. But you will definitely project that on other people. You ever wonder why she accuses other people of vile shit like grooming and graping and shit like that? Could it be possibly because That's what's in her life. Yet you're going to agree with her and go and side with her when there's no actual evidence whatsoever against the people, except maybe one person, against the people that she has issues with. Let me go down this line. Yeah, no lie, plotter. Nutcase galore. Nutcase galore. Now, one thing that Lacey has an issue with is that she'll take a conversation that you have with her and she'll twist it around. She'll twist it around. Like I've already stated what happened between me and my ex-wife. Now, let me ask the people in your chat. Let me ask the people in this chat if they wouldn't have felt the same way. Maybe they wouldn't have took the measure I did. But I like I usually do, I took people in. I took a family in. The people that my friend Daniel, who's my brother, we've been through hell and back together. I took his kids in because him and his wife were having issues and they had to take care of other things and leave town. And they asked me and my ex-wife to help them out and watch her kids. I took her 3 daughters. I took their 3 daughters. Deshonda, Azizi, and Daniela. I took them in. And we had them for a while. And they loved me just like an uncle. They loved the hell out of me. I helped raise those kids. I love the hell. To this day, we have a great relationship. And my ex-wife, one day, because she was upset, decided to talk shit about these 3 kids were in my car. She decided to talk shit on their parents. I mean, vile shit. And I warned her, please stop, the kids are in the car. And she wouldn't because she was angry. She's just that type of person. So what did I do? I pulled the car over and I said, stop. And she didn't stop. And these girls were crying for the shit she said. So what I do? I slapped her. I didn't slap her hard, didn't break no teeth, didn't even swallow her. It was like, stop it. That was the one and only time I hit that woman. Yet that woman had gone to jail for abusing me. So you could check that up. You could check on that. But I told Lacey this and she twists it around and say, have you ever hit a woman? Now you guys in the chat, if you feel that was overboard, you're entitled to that opinion, but that's the absolute truth of what happened. That's the absolute truth. And Lacey knew it and she twisted it around. Because I don't hit women. I hit her that one time because she was hurting the children that were in the car. Don't make a child cry in front of me. It's not going to end up good for you. But what did Lacey do? She took that, flipped it around, and tried to make it sound like I abuse women. Now here's Katie right here.
What's that?
Katie, you want to tell them what I'm like? Why don't you tell them how I am? Oh, by the way, this is Katie, my wife, if you don't know.
This man is the sweetest man that I have ever met in my life. I've never felt more safe with anybody than with this man right here. Mwah!
Now, if she didn't feel safe here,
For Trump, get the fuck
if she didn't feel safe, her parents would have already picked her up and took her if she didn't feel safe. And trust me, her family would have taken care of her. Her family is a loving family. And if they didn't think I was taking care of her and not abusing her, they would have taken her home. They would have took her right back to California. But this is what Lacey does. She'll twist shit around. She'll fucking do whatever it takes to create controversy so she's got something to talk about. If you notice, most of the time, Lacey's in an argument, or she's bitching about somebody, or she's accusing people of something. My channel is not about that. Have I been in beefs? Yes. Have I tried to stop beefs? Yes. All right.
Will you move the gosh darn? I'm trying to read the chat.
What do you want me? Oh,
Hi, Stormy. She was telling me how ice was.
all this being said, knowing this woman's character the way I do, I supported that woman 100%. And she said that I didn't support her enough. I had a friend of mine, and I've told you guys this story. I had a friend of mine that was murdered in the most vicious, vile way when I was on the cruise with Star Wars Dad, LT, and Brian Harkin, and Katie, of course. And when we found out about it, Katie was devastated, especially when she found out how things happened. And when I got home, Lacey knew about it. I told her, and then the whole situation with my mom. So my mom getting hurt and hospitalized, and then Raphael being hurt and killed the way he was, we were in a bad way. And I trusted Lacey. Lacey, I trusted her so much. I trusted her with my family information, told her to call the hospital while I was driving to check on my mom. And, for what she did, I appreciated what she did because she did exactly that. And when I got home, I wanted to do and it's in my videos, I wanted to do a GoFundMe for Raphael and his family for the funeral services. I'm going to tell you how petty and how disgusting Lacey is. When I did the live, I had gotten $1,500 for the family. That came from the boxing community, the YTBC, and it also came from Mel After Dark, because I put it in Mel's chat, and she supported it, and quite a few people from that chat that Lacey doesn't like donated $1,500. These people donated $1,500 to somebody they didn't know, just because it was the right thing to do. What does Lacey make it about? And she makes it about herself. Oh, well, these people don't like me. They talk shit about me in their chat. And this is not about you. This is about them helping. And she got mad because I wanted to thank them. I thanked them in different channels because they hang out in different channels. But it was Mel's channel that I put that link in. And I thanked Mel. Lacey didn't like that because she doesn't like Mel. I thanked a number of people that Lacey didn't like, and she took that as a backstab. The fact that they were helping someone they didn't know didn't matter. It was the fact that they didn't like her is all that mattered to her. This is the petty person that she is. They like taking my videos and making implications and try to use my videos up against me. My videos are up there. All you got to do is watch them. Watch them and make your own, come up with your own opinion. But what they do and what Maggie likes to do, I haven't seen Polo do it. Although I do know that she lets people say the shit that, I do know that he lets people say the shit that they want to say. And then Polo acts like, I wasn't there, or I was drunk and I don't remember. That's a sad, Polo, that's a sad fucking excuse. That is a sad excuse. Your channel is your responsibility. Run your channel. Stop saying I was drunk. Or I had to go to the bathroom, because you go to the bathroom a lot when controversial shit's being said on your channel. Oh, and about your backup channel. You do know that it was Stormy, me, and a select others, not Lacey, that helped you get to 50 subscribers so you can go live in that one day. Yet you're going to disrespect the people that had your back for Lacey. I'm not saying, I'm just saying, I don't know about your decision making there. But okay, what the fuck ever. Moving forward, Lacey will take a conversation, like I said, and she'll twist it. Lacey understood what was going on with Elizabeth. Yet Lacey is going to say the shit she said, agree with Chad to say the shit he said. But if you look at her, the same exact situation came up with her, and God forbid anyone do the same thing. How dare you say my kids are here? And that is on video. That is on video. People bitching, her bitching that people said shit while her kids were there. At least my daughter was 18. I wouldn't have exposed a little child or my underage kids, which at the time your children were underage, yet they're exposed to all this shit that you put them in front of in the internet. So it's okay for you to bitch about that, and it's okay, and it's not okay for people to say that shit. But for me, oh, it's legal. She's 18. You know what? Double standards. And the followers and the subscribers, you're okay with that? That speaks on your fucking character. We already know that Lacey has no character whatsoever. She is dead. She is dead behind the eyes. That woman has no soul. But let's move forward. Never sober's cuckolded. What the fuck? But moving forward, you guys got to understand this woman, I hate to, and I use that phrase lightly. All right. She's over here bitching about people and what she implies. And if you notice everything she implies, that's what seems like's going on in her life and in her house. What's this?
Look what John said.
Oh.
Yeah, you've been around my kid. I never have a problem with being around him. See?
Yeah, right there. You know, I was around John's kid, no problem there. If you want, I can bring my nephew over here. I did the same for my nephew that I did for Elizabeth. Now, I got texts between Elizabeth and her mother, and Elizabeth gave me permission. Elizabeth gave me permission to use the texts. Now, I know all of you remember how Lacey was saying that I was doing stuff behind Elizabeth's mom, this, that, and the other. But when you got a mom that's trying to get you kicked out of the place you stay because she's hearing voices, that's right, her mom was hearing voices. Oh, my daughter's dead. An angel told me. Her mom speaks to the angels. And this is the type of crazy Elizabeth was trying to get away from. Her mom throws her out on the street 2.5 weeks before graduation. This is the kind of crazy that Lacey wants to support. It's not that she wants to support her mom. It's just that she wants to turn it around and make it look like I'm doing something. And I'm not doing wrong. She says that I was creeping on Elizabeth TikTok. Well, guess what? That's not true, because when Elizabeth was 16 and living in my house with her mother and her brother, she had her TikTok. And I put her on my channel where Jedi was there, Brian Harkin was there, and Dracon, God rest his soul, was there. And I was supporting her channel and trying to get her more followers because she dances and she's entertaining and so on and so forth. And there's nothing wrong with supporting a TikToker. I wanted her to become an influencer because she has good morals, a lot better than a lot of the other influencers on TikTok are. But this is a bad thing, and she twisted it around, saying that I was doing things against her mom. No, her mom knew. Her mom absolutely knew. Would you like to see the video? Because I have a video that's already up there of me with my daughter. At the time, I was Uncle Georgie because we didn't get as close as we got later on. But she was there, and everybody that was on the panel was very polite. Nobody tried to cuss too much. And nobody was making advances or talking about my daughter in an aggressive manner, sexually or anything like that. But Lacey had her kids exposed to all kinds of vile shit and gets mad about it. But I'm not allowed to get mad when people say nasty shit about my daughter. Because, oh, she's 18. It's legal. This is what I'm talking about, people. This is exactly what I'm talking about. It's okay for her to do something, but it's not okay. Zyrex, I'm good here. I'm healing. The surgery took a long time, and it's taken me a while to heal, but I am healing slowly but surely. One day maybe I'll explain to you guys what happened and what they did, and I still gotta go for a few more surgeries. But it is what it is. Yeah, actually, that's absolutely true. This is Stormy. This is Stormy. This is Lacey's sister. I have a lot more respect for her and a lot more compassion for her. I didn't realize because, Lacey has said a lot of bad things about her family as of late. And when Lacey and I were friends, she talked horribly about her sister, saying that her sister was trying to scam her because of an accident. But I kept the cool head. I wasn't making any judgments because that's family. And I only saw one side of it. And that's the thing about Lacey. She will not let the second side or even try to let someone else give their argument. That's how come I said the only person that can actually see the stuff that's a text between Lacey and myself is her sister, because Lacey texted me about her sister, so she can see that. Nobody else can. Wait a minute, is this? I want to see who this never lived down getting punked by Raider. I call myself an alpha. Oh, that's somebody no, never mind about that. But, this is the type of person that people are supporting. No proof. She accuses people of vile things with no proof. But we all know that those same type of vile things have happened to her. Even though I don't believe now knowing her, I do not believe. What's up, Maria? How you doing? I do not believe half the shit she said. Because now hearing the other side from her family and her son, who she is insulting and talking shit on now about her son. But nobody sees that. Because it's Lacey. What the fuck is so special about this girl? You're going to believe all the bullshit that comes out of her fucking mouth. She has yet, the only people that she got anything on that was useful to her, but we got to admit, she pulled up shit about Jedi. But guess what? That was a charge. That wasn't a conviction. there's a difference between a charge and a conviction. And there were no convictions. There were no felony convictions. You don't bring that up, Lacey. You don't bring that up. Where's the conviction? So Jedi has a right to be fucking angry with you. Now, me and Jedi are not friends. We ain't partners, and we probably never will be ever again. But the fact that there's no convictions and you don't fucking display that, you make it sound like he was convicted of something and he wasn't. We don't know what happened behind there. We weren't there. That's why we have the legal system that we have. We are innocent until proven guilty. It is up to the state and it's up to the government to prove we are guilty. Apparently, no one can prove that Jedi was guilty of fucking anything. Now, the only one that was guilty, okay, I understand about people being mad about TY. I get it. That's your right to be upset about TY. And my beliefs on that is my beliefs. If you're mad at me because, I'll talk to TY, well, you have the right to be mad at me about that. More power to you. But I'm not going to reconvict somebody that already did time for the fucking crime. And again, you, Lacey, knew about it way ahead of time, and you knew the story about it. And you were very sympathetic to him, knowing what he did. You were very sympathetic to his side of the story. In fact, you even said, yeah, I know some people do what he said that happened. But you won't repeat that because it doesn't serve your fucking narrative. Again, you want to put out there, whatever will get you numbers. Now, what he did, I don't ask him about his shit. That's in the past. I judge people by what they're doing, how they treat me, and how they treat people around me. TY never fucking insulted me. He never insulted my wife. He never attacked me. He never attacked my wife. He attacked people that attacked him. So I am not going to judge him twice. You don't like me for that? That's fine. That's your right. More power to you. But Lacey, you were supportive of him 100%. You were worried about people finding out about his shit. And you were trying to make sure no one found out about it. Although TY had told everybody what he did, little bits here and there, and no one fucking snapped to it. But yeah, he did. You were worried that LT was going to put it out there. You were worried that Alonzo was going to put it out there if they found out about it. You were backing LT up, not LT, TY up 100%. That was your brother. And then all of a sudden, because he was talking to people you didn't like, you fucking flipped on him. Again, that shows your fucking character. And this is all 100% true. And I have all this shit on text. You are so fucking lucky that I am the person I am. And I think you know that I won't do that shit. And you count on it. But believe you me, I'm waiting for you to fuck up and put one fucking text that I put down. Then all fucking bets are off. Because first of all, I haven't texted you anything that incriminates me about shit, but I have plenty that incriminates you. Plenty. Especially your views. Because you have said some vile shit that includes children. Think about that, Lacey. You have said some vile shit that includes children. And the shit you said was sicker than fuck. Absolutely, Stormy. She's nothing but a liar. And then you guys want to gang up. Now I've told plenty. I told Stormy sees. Anyway, I've told her plenty of times, don't pay attention. And I try not to pay attention, but sometimes the shit gets so fucking out of hand. People are going to respond. Some people have less tolerance than other people. And Stormy has a lot less tolerance than me. And she's not going to put up with your shit. And because she comes back at you, you try to make it sound like something else. What was all this shit you were talking about, Lacey? You were gonna have your mom kick Stormy's ass. Do you forget that? That you said that in Phantom's channel? You were gonna have your mom kick Stormy's ass, and then you were gonna kick Stormy's daughter's ass. Did you forget that? But these are the people. These people want to follow the shit you say because you want to paint it a certain way. Lacey, you're nothing but a fucking liar. I don't think the truth can come out of you if you were paid. I remember when I invited you over for Thanksgiving. Yeah, I don't remember what the excuse was. Either your husband was sick or you were sick and you couldn't drive, whatever. But that's how much I was your friend. I invited you over for dinner, for Thanksgiving dinner. And then what did you do? Because you said you couldn't make it. That's fine. What did you do? You flipped it around and said, no, I decided not to go. I didn't trust him because of this, that, and the other. It's easy for you to say some shit like that. Just make up a fucking story. Let me go through these and let me read off some of these chats. My mom fights her own battles. That wasn't her battle. It's a battle Lacey created and my mom knew nothing about. She did that a lot. Lime, she did that a fucking lot. Stormy, she won't put him up there because she knows that means it's open season and I can put all that shit up there. My loyalty is not so much about my friends or who's my friend. When I have a conversation with somebody on the phone or on Skype, I don't think Skype's around, if I have a private conversation with somebody, it's a fucking private conversation. And I do not talk about it with other people. What I might do is glaze over some of the points we talked about, but I will not disclose everything we talked about, or I will not disclose what we talked about. I will discuss bullet points, where the conversation was headed. She tried to use the conversation between me. You know how many times she begged me to let her know what went on, what conversations that Alonzo and I had? And she made a big fucking deal about Alonzo sharing it with Veronica. Now, I jumped on Alonzo's ass too, but I wasn't that mad about it because I kind of figured he would. But Lacey tried to make more out of it than I thought it was. And she wanted to make it a point of contention and she wanted to make it drama so that she could get views, so that her name is relevant. Every time she gets into these conflicts, it's just to make her name relevant. She uses the fact that, I brought numbers. No, it's the drama that brought numbers. If it was somebody else putting the same argument, Lacey, those views would have still got there. You keep saying that you brought Phantom's channel up. No, you didn't. The drama brought Phantom's channel up. And your name got mentioned a lot. You don't care. because I told you this, Lacey. Even bad press is good press because your name is being mentioned. That is a saying, and it can unfortunately it's factual, and you took that to fucking heart. So even if people hated you, they're talking about you, and that's what the fuck you wanted. And you do it all the fucking time. And when these people figure out you're using them and they flip on you, it'll be at the point where you feel you've used them as far as you could. You got everything off of them that you possibly can, just like you did with me, just like you did with Jedi. You did it to Stormy big time. Do you remember you told Stormy you would never, because I remember this, that you would never not have her back. A week later, you flipped on her. It didn't even fucking take a week. But you swore up and down because you guys made up and the beef was over. Yet 1 week later, you flipped on her. I'll never not have your back. Do you remember that, Stormy? Tamale, here for the show. It's the Potter Lions guy. Yeah, Stormy does remember that. How many of you people remember her saying a lot of this shit and then y'all don't hold her accountable? How does that fucking work? Now I'm going to show you a video. Give me a second. Hold on a second. I'm actually going to show you a few videos. Let me a second. Because she likes talking about me dancing with my daughter. Let me show you a few videos. Here's a dad dancing with her daughter.
Was geeking, I said, pull up, no, I said the bitch you left.
For a lot longer than I did with my daughter.
Nigga mad about a bitch you looking at ain't shit to get him.
Yeah, and standing a lot closer than I was. That's one. Let's take a look at another one. Hold on a second. Let's take a look at another one. Here's another one. Dad dancing with his daughter. Let's see this one. Guy looks about as old as I do. Huh? I don't know. Are these? Is that grooming, guys? Do you think this is grooming? So let me show you another one. Dads dancing with their daughters. Hold on a second. Let me get the other one up. And there's some of these dads that's dancing more provocative than I did. But still, I see nothing wrong with it. But here you go. But these are dads dancing with their daughter. Remember that, because I'm going to show mine. That's exactly right. Daddy-daughter dancing is actually popular, which is why when she said come in, I said, okay, I'll come in. But they want to turn it. What kind of person do you have to be to turn something like this? Turn it into something vile and disgusting. Yeah, Katie danced with her dad. Let's look at another one. Hold on.
I remember dancing with my dad when I was little.
But this is This is grooming, apparently. This is grooming. Dad and daughter. Is this grooming? I was on my daughter's TikTok for like 2 or 3 seconds. And she went, why would she make something disgusting out of that? You know why? Because that woman has not had happiness in her fucking life. She's known nothing but misery. Let's think about it. Oh, well, I'm showing a few of these. So dad, daughter. I'm sorry if I'm boring you guys, but this is actually for Lacey. I want to show how disgusting she is. Oh, I'm gonna show mine. I'm gonna show mine. Trust me. But let's do one more of these.
Oh, RGF's here.
What's up, Art? Oh shit! My vice presidential candidate is here. Let's see. Here's another one.
See my hips, big hips, so try. See my butts and my lips don't try. Lost a few pounds in my waist, hold down. It's the kind of beat that go right.
Oh, that must be inappropriate. Exactly. Katie just said that must be inappropriate right there.
I like to get to know ya, so I'll show ya.
All right. So let's see mine. Because I have. All right. Let's see mine. Hold on a second. Let me go to my my page here. This woman wants to make something disgusting
Out of nothing.
out of nothing. Hold on a second.
Oh, Tempe.
Oh, here it is. All right. Let me share this with you guys.
You sure that's the one?
Oh, is that not it? No, that's not
No,
it.
that's not the same one.
It's not the same one. Hold on a second.
Put the back arrow. What do you?
Yeah. There it is. I'm sorry. The
Right.
back. There it goes. I'm gonna go back down. I'm sorry. For some reason, I'm not interneting right.
That's the one you try to click on. I don't know why I went to the other one. It's with Daddy.
Can we? Why is it paused?
I don't know. It's taking a minute to load.
I don't understand
Oh,
why.
the gravy. Third time's a charm, I guess.
Right?
There it is. Okay, weird. Go up.
No, what I'm gonna do is refresh the page, see if that works.
The gun.
So he's showing the gun. What the fuck is going on? All right, let me go to my TikTok because that's where it originally was. Give me a second. For some reason, the shorts is not working. I think so because
That's what I've been trying to say.
let me go through these comments. All right, and let me go to my profile.
Jed, I'll start to wonder when you do a video dancing with a bear. You guys who made that comment?
Yeah, I know who made that fucking comment.
Okay, where is it? Where is it?
Shouldn't be this far back. No, it's definitely not that far back.
We should have had this up and ready.
I know. I should have had it ready already, right?
Yeah, don't show that one. Where's the bathroom? Leaving the hospital with my brand new walkers.
Give me a second, guys. I'm sorry. For some reason, it's not working. Let's see. Please work. There we go. Okay. Now it's working.
Mouse.
Oh, I'm going to start it over. Share screen. Now, Lacey made something disgusting out of this. Let me put the sound on. Oh, fuck.
There we go. Okay.
This is my daughter. All right. This is Elizabeth. She's having fun, just doing her dancing. It's to Barbie Girl. All right. Now, this is right around the time that I started calling her for dinner. And then you're going to see her ask me to come in. Lacey made something dirty out of this. And they're always talking about her button being look,
This is when
see,
she calls you
this is
in.
when she calls me in. And they're talking about her belly button. Now, a lot of the other
Here we
videos,
go.
and then I leave. But there's something predatory about that. There's something, how do you make something predatory about that? You know what? And then what bothers me is they're looking at her pants, right? And they see that it's unbuttoned. Yet there's a brand new fucking belly button ring on her. Now, if you have a belly button ring put on, you're going to have that button unbuttoned. And there's nothing showing. In fact, she's more clothed than some of the other daddy-daughter videos. But what kind of depraved, fucking deranged mind would make something other than anything innocent out of this? This is what I'm talking about with this woman. Now, let me, hold on a second. I'm going to show you another video that she bitched about. She accused me of having my hand too low, that I was grabbing ass. This is what she said.
Is that the one where I look awkward on the back?
Yeah, it's the
Great.
one where we're dancing salsa. Hold on a second.
Yeah, but then I look awkward.
Hold on a second. Let me get that video. She started saying shit about this video where I danced with my wife and then I danced with my daughter. We're dancing salsa. Let me go ahead and share this screen. And the video is called Marriage Goals. Me and Katie dancing. And then I start hugging my wife. I'm shaking my hips like a Puerto Rican knows how to shake their hips. And here is me and my daughter. I was accused of having my hand too low on my daughter's backside. And Lacey tried to make something of this. Goddamn, I can shake my hips real good. See, you notice that natural rhythm that us Puerto Ricans have? Anyway, how do you make something disgusting? What type of person do you got to be to make something disgusting out of something so fucking innocent? But you guys, I'm not talking about you in my chat, but I'm talking about you guys that are following Jelly and believing all this bullshit.
Do you have the video of her beating you with Katie's chancla? Oh.
There's too many videos of Katie beating me with a chancla. So what type of depravity has gone on in your life to see something disgusting in purely innocent videos? This is what I don't understand. Hold on, I want to show you another video. Hold on a second. It's up. It's on my channel. All my videos are still up. Not all of Lacey videos are still up. No, because there might be something there that doesn't paint her in a good light. And God forbid she not be painted in a good light. I gotta find it. That's traveling. Second island. No, this is all before that. I'm gonna pull this up because this is when she was 16 years old, and Lacey accused me of stalking her. And here I am trying to promote my daughter's TikTok channel.
Where is it?
I gotta find it first. I'm trying to remember.
You should have been prepared.
I know. Never prepared.
Shit. You wanted me to, I could have put this shit together for you. So you didn't
Well,
have
baby,
to
yeah, I know. You don't have to rub it in. You gotta remember what the hell. Because this is the one where it's me, Jedi, Dracon, and one other person. I can't remember
4
who it
years
was.
ago? Was that long?
No, it wasn't 4 years. Well, she was 16. Yeah, so it was 2 years ago. 3, because she's 19 now. Let me see if this is the one.
Aftermath?
It might have been, I think it's called Aftermath. No, that's not the one.
Should have-
Now I gotta scroll back down. I'm sorry that this is taking a while, but I want to show you. She accuses me again of stalking my daughter on TikTok, where I'm over here trying to promote my daughter on TikTok. This is before the drama happened between me and Jedi. But Jedi was on the panel and he had fun talking with her. She was, Elizabeth was a sweetheart on there.
I'll go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
All right, honey.
I gotta check on the dogs too because they've been a bit quiet.
We opened this up in a new page. Why would you say such vile things without any type of proof, with no paperwork, but yet there's all kinds of proof and paperwork on you, Jelly? There's all kinds of shit. You're the one that gets married to criminals. Apparently, you're the one that has people with felony convictions in your house. But you're going to accuse other people? What the fuck is wrong with you? Now, I'm not saying they do anything to your kids. No, don't think that. But the fact still remains. You have had and subject your children to people that have had felonies. But you're going to accuse other people with no paperwork, no fucking proof of such vile shit. So it makes me wonder what the fuck is really going on in your house, Jelly. What's really fucking going on there? I know it's here somewhere. Oh, I thought that was her. No, that's not her. God, I got so many boxing videos that I can't keep them in order. Let's see, is this the one? Ah, damn it. No, I'm sorry. You know what? Maybe I should just give up on this because no matter what, the video is up there. Y'all can find it. Y'all see. It's me and my daughter, and I'm promoting her TikTok channel. And Lacey is trying to say that I am stalking my daughter? What the fuck is wrong with you? Now I could have people come up here and speak to my character, but I'm not going to expose them to the bullshit that you promote, Jelly. Or I could literally have hundreds of people come up on this motherfucker and talk and speak to my character. But I do not want to expose them to people like you. I would hate to expose them to your type of character, your type of abuse, your type of fucking allegations. It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. The shit you come up with. And that tells me about your fucking, where your mind is at. To be honest, I can't believe that you come up, that someone can think of this shit like the way you do. Again, what's going on in your house? What's really going on over there? People need to ask that because she's so quick to accuse other people. Usually it's the people that accuse other people that are guilty of the shit that they accuse. How many times, guys, have you seen channels that they're on this quest to clear the internet off of predators and shit like that, yet they're guilty of it themselves? They end up being the same people that they're trying to fucking find. And you guys are following this. Now let's talk about the people that are fucking that are promoting her. Maggie, you first on the hit list. Maggie, you don't know me at all. You don't have any type of physical evidence on what I have done in my life. Yet you are going to go along with the word of this psycho whose family has even turned their back on her because she's that vile. I hope you don't mind me saying that, Lime, really. I mean, if you disagree with what I'm saying, let me know and I'll back off some. Seriously. But you're going to support somebody that her entire family, the only ones that haven't said anything are the ones that are living in her house with her. All right? But her son, who got out of her house and is living wherever he's living, has said what it's like to be there.
Go try to understand what you're really trying to say.
Oh, nothing's happened to her. She keeps talking the same shit. She is spreading the rumor that I'm a groomer. That I stalked my daughter, and that I am going against my daughter's mom. That woman, Elizabeth's mom, that's a psycho. Batshit crazy.
Undiagnosed schizophrenia because she speaks to angels and they have told her that her daughter's dead a couple of times.
Yeah, well, Elizabeth gave me permission. Elizabeth gave me permission to use this stuff, and I'm going to.
You're not going to use the voice messages where I'm angry.
No.
I never get angry, so
That's not the one.
yeah, I know who that is.
Oh no, that's
Yeah, that's not it.
That's not it. Let's go down further. I know I put it in this folder. Oh no, that's the Lacey ones. I will not put that up there. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, there it is. Jeez, it took a while. Man, your shit's disorganized as heck.
I know.
All right.
Let me
That's
put
a
the.
comment, isn't it? That's a comment reply that she made to her mom.
Okay, this is Elizabeth's comment to her mother. All right, this is Elizabeth's comment to her mother. I'll see if I can amplify it some or enlarge it some. All right, this is Elizabeth's comment to her mother. This is Elizabeth saying, "This isn't watching me succeed in life, nor move forward. You've only cared about yourself. Even when I was with you, you were only there physically, not mentally. You weren't there to support me when I was dancing or at my choir concerts. You'd leave me to cry over stupid, pathetic boys on endless nights. You put salt in wounds when I healed alone. I looked for role models in other women because when I looked for a role model in you, it felt wrong. You worried so much about everything else around you that you forgot you still had a daughter to take care of and to support. Even emotionally, that it went down the drain immediately, or it went down the drain immediately when all the puzzle pieces finally connected. You weren't there for me because you were, you weren't, if you were, you would have protected me as a mother should. I look at how other mothers treat their children and I get jealous. Jealous to the point I start crying because I never got that affection. But God forbid I ever end up. There's another part to it. But this is how that's Elizabeth talking. That's Elizabeth talking. But you won't support Elizabeth. You're gonna support the psycho that says shit like this. Hold on a second. Let me get this up here. I want to put this up there because this is stuff that. Here we go. Again, mind you, Elizabeth gave me permission. Okay, so let's share this one. Wrong one. Where's the? Please tell me I didn't shut it. Okay, here you go. Let me share this one. All right, this is Elizabeth and her mom. This is Amanda. I sent this. This is Amanda talking to me. That's not your daughter. You and I never had sex. If she was, then you would help her move out of that shithole town and protect her from all harm. Don't you dare. But you would rather sit there and talk shit, gossip, when you actually help, than to actually help somebody. That's Amanda talking to me. Let's look at what Elizabeth says. This is to her mom. They are more than family than you are. I would rather be a Duran, that's me, than a Sprints, that's her. At least I know he wouldn't hurt me the way you or my father have. You have put me and all my siblings in danger. And you're starting to cost me my living arrangements and make me look bad because your visions of me being dead or kidnapped. You have no idea what type of weight you're putting on top of my shoulders. Leave me alone. It's exhausting. But, Lacey is kind of angelifying. What do you know? She's making Amanda seem angelic. Amanda's this good mom. Amanda's a fucking psycho like you, Lacey. Maybe that's why you support her? Is that it? That's a little girl trying to make something out of her life, and you are totally turning it around. The only reason I put that up there is because Elizabeth gave me permission. Other than that, I wouldn't put any of that shit up there. But you're supporting her mom. You know what? Not because you know her, not because you sympathize with her, only because you think it'll hurt me. Because I don't agree with you. And I was more family to that little girl than you ever were than Amanda was ever in her whole life. And that might bother you because you didn't get that love, or it's not possible for you to give that love. Again, I don't really trust your stories, Amanda. But Maggie, this is who you're fucking supporting. God, I'm getting my names fucking twisted. Amanda and fucking Lacey, they're basically the same person. But Maggie, you're supporting this person that's supporting someone abusing a child. Think about that, Maggie. You're supporting a person that supports a person that abuses a child. Let's see. Okay, that's not okay. So you need to do something about it. And who's speaking? I think you should press charge. I can't. Here's the thing. I did talk to the police. I don't like talking to the police, but I did talk to the police. And here's exactly what they told me. Freedom of speech. That's all I'm going to say. That's what they told me. Freedom of speech. Now, I don't have money for a lawyer, and I'm not going to ask you guys for money for a lawyer, and I'm not going to waste money for a lawyer. But I know I have grounds to sue this girl in civil court. I just don't got the money, and I'm not going to go through that shit.
I'll be giving her.
But Maggie, that's who you're fucking supporting. Let me see if I can find another one. Hold on a second. I just want to make sure that you guys, because y'all don't understand. And when I say y'all, I mean the people that are supporting Lacey. Okay. Is it this one? No, you guys saw that one already. God, I hope it's not in the other folder. Yeah, I put it in another folder. I'd have to fucking find it. I'm not gonna go through that. I'm not gonna put you guys through that anyway. But you know, if I go up onto Facebook, I can show you everything, and I'm not gonna do that because there's other stuff and other people that I don't want nobody bothering. So yeah, this is the shit person that you're gonna fucking support. Lacey, it's disgusting for you to try to support Amanda. That's number one. And Maggie, it's really disgusting for you to try to support someone that doesn't even know what's going on or twist shit to make it look like a certain way just to hurt somebody. You don't understand that Lacey's that petty that she'll hurt somebody. She doesn't care. I had to go to, because I didn't want them to find out over the internet because they go on YouTube. I had to explain to the two of my clients. When I say clients, because I do security consulting, I had to talk to two of my clients to make sure that they understood what was going on, and explain to them and show them what was going on. And they say, "Oh, don't worry about that. There's nothing." Luckily, they don't believe all the bullshit they read. But that can affect somebody's livelihood. That can affect someone's life. But you don't care as long as you feel like you hurt them enough.
Oh, so please. Is she the one that sent you those pictures in the morning?
Oh, House of Queens, yeah, House of Queens. Thank you for all the messages in the morning. Katie's the one that said, "Who's House of Queens?" That's the one that.
My day doesn't start until I see those pictures.
Yeah, Katie's day doesn't start until she sees your pictures. Oh, and by the way, this is Jelly's sister right here. This one is Jelly's sister.
Yeah, I kind of figured that out, babe.
Yeah, okay.
I kind of figured that out.
And you know what, Lime? That her name is Stormy. I'm just gonna call her Stormy. We have two Stormy. Stormy, it sucks that you got to do that, and you shouldn't. You shouldn't have to do that. But you know, when Lacey does that, and people support her like Maggie and Polo, it's disgusting. Because there are people that come from abusive families, and they'll see this and think a certain way and not know the truth. Lacey, I'm waiting for you to fuck up and put a text message out. Oh, I'm waiting for someone to link one. And then all your fucking secrets will come out. Please fuck up. Please fucking fuck up. You would be fucking buried, bitch. Anyway, I don't want to talk about this. My channel is all about boxing, prepping, comics, not comics, but comic book movies like Marvel and DC and shit like that. But I've had to address this. Me and my wife have not been able to watch and enjoy a boxing match because you know why? My poor wife has to deal with my stressed out ass arguing with the computer. I'll sit here and yell at the fucking computer like, what the fuck? This has literally affected my marriage. But that's my fault. I can't blame anybody for that but me. Because yes, I should just turn off the computer. But when people are talking this type of shit and you don't defend yourself, people say, "Oh, well, that looks guilty." And then when you defend yourself, "Oh, well, that's guilty too." Why is he swinging so hard to defend himself? Must be. It's like you're catch 22. You're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't. And all it takes is one white girl. That's right, Lacey, you white. Get over it. One white girl to say that shit. That's all it takes. RGM, can you let the bear situation go already? Please, let it go. If you don't understand why Red Glove Militant constantly talks about bears with me, I got attacked by a bear in the 80s, and he just cannot stop with the jokes. Fuck you, RGM. So, Lacey, I don't want to address this again. Could you do me a favor? Why don't you leave people alone and come up with content? How about that? Why don't you come up with some actual content instead of talking shit on others? Because to be completely honest, I don't believe a fucking thing you say about anybody else because I feel like you got something against them. I don't believe your story about you and your dad. I believe your sister's version. And according to your sister, there's a lot of shit that she don't know there. So I'm not going to trust you for your version because you're a fucking liar. That's all you do is lie. And I am so fucking sorry that I brought you to the boxing community. Yes, it was me, and I'm totally guilty of it. Well, not to the community. I'm sorry that I introduced you to a few people, especially TY. I'm so sorry that I introduced you to him because you made his life a living fucking hell. And I know there's going to be people in Magic Sound. Well, he did this and he did that. He needs to say, you know what? Fuck you. If a man did the time, he did the time for his crime. Fuck, he deserves to at least see if he can make something of himself later on. If he learned from it and he never did it again, leave him the fuck alone. That's how I feel. If you disagree, oh well, okay. Anyway, I wish I could find that video. I really do. Of me basically interviewing Elizabeth. I really wish I could find that video because Lacey did say that I was following Elizabeth and I was stalking her because she'll look so dumb when you see that I was trying to fucking promote her channel so I can get her more followers so that she can be some sort of positive influencer. I really wish I could find that fucking video. I was just looking at it the other day too, and it sucks. That was boxing, I think. If I find it, man, I'm gonna be so happy so you guys can see. That's not it. I think it's important that you guys see it. I really do.
Yeah, I do miss boxing.
Huh?
I do miss boxing.
I know you do. I mean, I miss us doing our boxing, or I miss doing Aftermath. I miss doing fucking Let's Talk Let's Talk Boxing. I miss all that shit. And it sucks that I don't feel like I can go back there and have fun because all that shit was fun to do. But then you got some beady-eyed, fat-back bitch that hates everybody that doesn't agree with her.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Yeah. But and Stormy Lime Skies, I really do feel like you have been put through the ringer, and I don't really want to, I feel like what I'm doing now is still stressing you out, and I feel bad for it. This is just me being tired and fed up with this bitch and her bullshit. And again, I'm sorry for putting you through this. I'm not saying that I'm like doing the same thing as Jelly, but you don't need this shit. You don't need to be talked about. I know you just want to fucking live your life and maybe do some videos, and there's nothing wrong with that. Why can't people just leave you alone? And it's all because of this fucking woman. And I don't understand why people would support someone like that. I don't understand why someone would support a woman that has nothing but hate in their heart. A woman that has nothing but disdain for fucking peace. She tries to ruin everybody's peace. I don't think she knows what peace means. And that's being completely honest. I don't think she has an idea what peace is. She doesn't let herself be at peace, and she definitely won't let other people be at peace. I'm looking for that video. So I just want you guys to see it. Just so I can prove to those people that actually listen to her, because they believe I stalked her. And I feel there's no other way to prove I didn't stalk her unless I show me promoting her. Because she had that TikTok channel when she lived with me and Katie, with her mom and her brother across the street in the other house. And honestly, I shouldn't have to prove myself. But I get put in a position, I feel like I'm being put in a position where I have to. And that fucking sucks. Is this one it? Please tell me this is it. Nope. Damn, I thought I had it. Oh, I did it again. Nah, I can't find it. What I'll do, guys, is that when I find the video later, I'll throw it up. I'll throw the link to it on my posts. How's that sound? So y'all can judge for yourself. Especially you naysayers out there that actually think that that you believed Lacey and her bullshit, that I fucking stalked my daughter, which I didn't. I promoted her channel. Jedi, even though him and I don't get along, Jedi can confirm it. And unfortunately, Dracon, he died, God rest his soul, he was there. And there was one other person, I can't remember, was there. And they were very polite to my daughter. Hey, Molly, I didn't even see you come in. How you doing? That's all she does is wreak havoc everywhere. I think it makes her happy to destroy a fucking life. Dragon was a good guy. He was difficult to get along with, and he was a know-it-all. But I known Dracon before he died. I known Dracon for like 17 years.
Yeah, a long time.
Yeah, I known him since me and Katie first started playing World of Warcraft, and that was back when Burning Crusades came out. Yeah, but if you guys get a chance, go over to Jedi's and ask him, was he ever on a panel with me and my daughter? Well, at that time, she was my niece. All right. And then we built such a close relationship that she felt like I was a father figure, and she called me dad. And that fucking made me tear up. And then another thing that Lacey does is that she talks about my other children. Oh, they're not his biological children. I've already said my daughter, I don't say my kids' names. You know why? Because Lacey and them grimy, slimy, fucking troll motherfuckers would go and bother them. I don't want people bothering my kids. I don't want people bothering Elizabeth. That's how come I haven't put their names out there, because I could have them talk about what kind of dad I was. But because 3 of them weren't my biological children, and my daughter is my biological child, my other daughter. And I've told you that before, Lacey. I told you we didn't have to fucking do a blood test because you look at her and you could tell that's my daughter. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But I'm not going to show her picture here. And I'm not going to show her picture to you. But because I raised some other donor's kids, that doesn't make me a dad. Well, aren't you saying that Kyle's the dad of your kids now? Aren't you saying the felon that lives in your house right now is the dad of your kids? Aren't you saying that? But because it's me, you want to make it look a different way. My daughter regularly comes over for fucking holidays and brings my grandchild to see me. And we are in constant communication. Now, me and my boys, not as much, but I was harder on them than I was on my daughter. That was daddy's little girl. But my boys still keep in touch with me. We just don't talk as much. I don't bother them. I let them live their lives. I let them move forward. They don't need me hounding them. And they don't need me doing that. They see me and they'll talk to me when they talk to me. But you focusing on the fact that, you know, three of my boys, I'm not their biological son, and that I'm some sort of cook for it or something like that. What are you gonna do, Lacey? You gonna pull up another one of my videos? Why don't you pull up one of the text chats that we had? Fucking do it. I fucking dare you. Because I do have every text chat that we done. Every one of them, Lacey. Every motherfucking one. Oh, and I got the voice chats. So they can see that vile shit that you said about other people's children and what you wanted to have done to them. But hopefully, you know, I can get back to doing my normal shit. I plan on doing another prepping video as soon as, because me and Katie and Daniel and my nephew, we're supposed to go out there and build a 15 by 15 A-frame shed, because I want a pool table and I want to empty out Katie's she shed some so she could actually do what she wants. Right now her shed is too full for her to do anything with her she shed. Ever since my brother died, we stuffed a lot of his, you know, we put a lot of his stuff in that shed, right? Yeah. Yeah, it took up about half her shed. Oh, Jim, you are not prepping right. You're prepping a salad, maybe. Yeah, I mean, if you look at some of my older videos, look at some of the shorts and stuff, that's what I do. If you look at my older lives, I talk about boxing. But ever since this shit, ever since this drama, now I've been involved in drama for the past fucking year and a half to 2 years, especially with Lacey. She can't just fucking leave it alone, and I just want to get back to my shit. And I know she won't stop because it brings her number. Oh, yeah, I'm the one that brings the numbers in. It's that name Lacey and Jelly that brings the number in. No, bitch. All right, John, I'll give you a call when I get off of here. How long? I've been on for an hour and a half talking about this bitch. I think I'm done giving her attention.
Literally done.
I think I'm really fucking done. Maybe Katie got something to say. You got anything to add? Yeah, let me move the mic towards you. You know, why don't you just say your side? In fact, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna let Katie say what she got to think.
Now I'm having a fucking brain fart. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna say now.
Say whatever's on your mind. Just blurt it out. Don't read the chat. I'll read the chat. Don't.
No, I'm not reading the chat.
Okay.
You know what? You can talk and then I can't.
Okay.
think,
I'm
babe.
sorry.
No,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry.
I can't think, babe. I can't fucking think.
I put her on the spot, and now she
Oh
can't
my
think.
God. Fuck.
Yeah, I put Katie on the spot, and then she draws a blank, and I understand.
I'm sitting here fucking thinking about it this entire time, and then you asked me, and I'm fucking having a brain fart. Fuck.
Sorry. Is it about Lacey or the drama? Don't worry about it. It's not important. She's not important.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not.
She's not.
I'm just kidding. I know you meant her.
No, you know what?
Hmm?
RGM says let's get back to talking about Kodiak Island. That's where the Kodiak Bear's at.
Oh.
He's such an asshole. Molly, there is nothing wrong with that, but Elizabeth actually wants to change her name to my last name. She wants me to adopt her. Yes, you can do an adult adoption. But then, of course, Maggie makes it seem creepy because, Lacey, was encouraging that shit. What's creepy about, having so much love for somebody that you want to adopt their name? How is that creepy? You want to explain to me how that's creepy? And you better remember, you're supporting somebody that's supporting a psychopath that hurts their daughter. That threw their daughter out 2.5 weeks before graduation.
Only creepy because it's.
Yeah, it's only creepy because it's me. What about all those other dads that are dancing with their daughter? Is that creepy too? Are you going to go to call them groomers? They danced on those videos a lot longer than I did. All right. I'm going to let you guys, I'm going to close it up, and I'm going to close it off with a song. Let me find the song. Here we go. We'll close out with this song. I hope you guys enjoy this.
Wasn't flirting with no fucking half nigga fucking. You know that nigga's a cop.
No, he was on
Electro G is a cop.
He had on the hat, and you was like, "Ooh, I love a man in the hat."
Electro G is a cop.
I don't give a fuck. You wanted him.
No. I was trying to befriend him because I wanted to find out if he was law enforcement, and now I know. He's using her fucking chat to get Jaguar right intel because he's a motherfucking federal informant and an agent. Why don't y'all understand that there's real law enforcement on this fucking app?
Underneath the neon lights, he walks a lonely beat. Detective shades and tailored suits, hiding in the heat. But when the night is falling and the city starts to hum, he's the shadow on the corner, the enforcer on the run. Every day he's living on the edge, a secret world that no one knows. When the sirens fade away, he's just a man who's got to play the role. He's Electro Jet, sorry, Electro G. He's got the moves, he's got the style, he's got the mystery. From the dark alleys to the midnight streets, he's the lawman you never see. Late nights and whispered deals, secrets in the air. A federal badge and a loaded gun, he's always prepared. But when the danger calls him and the thrill starts to rise, he's the one wire, the truth behind the lies. Every day he's dancing on the line.